Welcome back homies. Today we're gonna talk about Void gameplay in SS3. There's so many things we're gonna uncover, so please pay attention to this video. Let's start with Voidland, which can be accessed through Void Rifts. Void Rifts can be found in almost any dungeon including Enigmine. Once you enter the portal, you will be transported in a dark dimension called Voidland. Voltaic Surge Bar will be consumed every time you clear a path. Once you run out of Voltaic Surge, you'll be transported back to the portal. So your objective is to collect Void Fragments and find some events in Voidland. There are various events in Voidland that will reward you with exclusive equipment and even the new pets. Also you can find some merchants and use collected Void Fragment to exchange with various items. There's also a Void Talents, same mechanic as Helxer Talents that can help your journey in Voidland. At the same time, they will remove the weekly Nien Year Hunt challenge and change it into Dreadmark mode. Dreadmark mode has two phases, Breaking Tides in Saturday and Eschaton on Sunday. In Dreadmark Breaking Tides, you will need to defeat hordes of enemies within the time limit to earn points. Once you press the prep button, you will be given various point multipliers in the cost of adding random difficulties in your run. But, there's also some buff item called stockpiles in that mode that can help you during the fight. In Dreadmark Eschaton, you can challenge the one of two weekly bosses as many times as you like and your best damage determines your rank rewards. On the 20th of August 2025, a new event mode called Void Covenant will be launched. You can collect strange fruit seeds in Voidland and plant it in the garden. Once it is harvested, you will need to fight the corresponding boss that you have planted before. Defeating it grants points that can be exchanged in Void Repository for rewards. Now let's move to the new Void Equipment and Void Shopping system. Void Equipment is a new equipment rarity that can be gotten from Voidland. It acts like a new shell for your normal legendary and insane equipment, also has some characteristics such as these. This also limits Void Equipment from normal upgrading, that's why we have Void Shopping system for Void Equipment. Void Coherence allows you to transfer all of the stats affix from the same type of normal equipment to Void Equipment. You can manually choose whether to cohere prefixes, suffixes, or even both of them. There's no limit to coherence on Void Equipment, old stats will be overridden with new ones except native stats. Void Branding allows you to transfer tempered stats and legendary effects from the same type of normal equipment to Void Equipment. You can manually choose whether to brand tempered stats, legendary effect or even both of them. If you choose tempered stats, your temper from normal equipment will be removed and transferred to Void Equipment. While for legendary effect, your Void Equipment will be changed into the normal equipment legendary effect. Since coherence and branding consume ether from both equipment, you will need to charge them in Charge Ether. Charge Ether consumes Ether Cubes, which can be gotten from various Void gameplay. Void Crucible allows you to reroll native stats from Void Equipment, since native stats can't be replaced in coherence. Rerolling native stats will consume Void Hephaestite, which can be gotten from various Void gameplay. Void Transmutation allows you to randomly increases the quality of one affix at the cost of randomly decreasing the quality of another. You can lock stats you want to keep up to 4 stats, so it won't randomly transmuted. Anyway, here's the list of material needed in Void Shopping and how to get them. You might be wondering, what's the best strategy to get maxed equipment in SS3 with these Void Shopping system? First, you need to get full build of normal equipment with the least but correct stats and temper them until it's decent or transcendent. Second, try to get decent Void equipment with few correct insane native stats, it doesn't have to be the same name equipment. Finally, Void shape your Void equipment with your normal equipment from your build, starting with branding first before coherence. Anyway, there's also some new pets in Eidolon that are gonna be added in SS3. Also with these new equipment, some of this equipment is from players' suggestions that are getting implemented in the game. For example, this one is my custom legendary effect and it has been tweaked by Chili Room. Yeah, I won that event, LMAO. Well, that's everything I can say, you can ask if you still don't understand about these mechanisms. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next one, peace out.